And how's it going, guys? This is i7 Tech here, and today we're talking about the Note 8. The Note 8 has finally been released. We have a release date. I'll put it up somewhere here. So what do we know about the Note 8? There's a lot of things that we don't know about the Note 8, and there's a lot of things that we do know about the Note 8. There are rumors that are coming out that the Note 8 is going to be having a dual-tone camera at the back, but we're not really sure that's really gonna happen. And it's going to be looking like a Samsung Galaxy S8, but without the curved edges on the side. It's going to be a flat surface. So that's one thing that we can actually look forward to the Note 8. Now the fingerprint scanner is still at the back. It's not going to be at the front like everybody wants it to be. So the technology is going to be coming out in 2018, as Qualcomm has put in a press statement and in their blog, that the technology will only be manufactured in 2018. So we'll stay tuned for that when the latest Samsung Galaxy S9, the iPhone 9, or the iPhone X, if Apple tends to change their name of their iPhones, which is highly unlikely, but we'll actually wait until that actually happens. Now the Note 8, it has been released. It's going to be a month from now. I'll put the date somewhere here because I forgot the date. And yeah, man, I forgot the date, so you can check it out. So we are hyping up the Note 8 in terms of getting it to the finish line and getting as much hype for the Note 8 as possible. Now, if you haven't seen the Note 7 Fan Edition, so what has happened is that Samsung has finally released the Fan Edition of the Note 7. So people that loved the Note 7 and feel like the Note 7 was a very good smartphone, they'll actually get the Note, but Samsung took too long. I think for me, Samsung took too long to release the Fan Edition of this Note 7, but because the Note 8 is just round the corner, like it's just a month away. So a lot of people are buying it for comparisons. I don't think you should compare the Note 8 to the Note 7, because once you pick up a Note 7, one thing you pick up a Note 7, you already think, oh, battery bombing, boom, things like that. It did bring out a lot of quality control issues in terms of Samsung products, what is actually out there and what we know about the Note 7. But looking forward to the Note 8 is that the Note 8 is one of the smartphones that are very hyped up, and a lot of people are talking about it. And I wanted to talk about it as well because I think that the Note 8 is going to be one of those smartphones that are, great in design and add a little bit more than the Samsung Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus, and it's going to be a little bit bigger than the S8 Plus. So it's going to be interesting to see with the S Pen and the design and how they actually pull up that flat surface on the Note 8 that has been leaked and rumored a lot of the times. Now if you take a look at the picture, it's sort of like the Samsung Galaxy S8 picture, but it is a little bit bigger with the S Pen. We're just gonna have to wait for the actual press release and the release of the actual smartphone. But the internal is looking like the latest, processors like the Snapdragon 836, 6.3-inch display, probably 4-5 gigs of RAM, maybe 6, maybe we don't really know, because Samsung has been very quiet in terms of leading up to the release of the smartphone, and a lot of bloggers and people on Twitter and websites are talking about a lot of leaks. They might be true, they might not be true, but stay tuned. And I've been rambling on about the Note 8, and I'm really excited about what is actually coming out and what Samsung's actually doing with this Note 8. They could have killed it. They could have just said it's the end of the Note series, but they said no, it was a mistake that on their part. We're still going to continue the Note series, bearing in mind that all of the problems on the Note 7 are behind them, and they're looking forward to a bigger, better smartphone. Now, having said all that, it's gonna be interesting. This has been i7 Tech. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and press that bell so you can stay notified of my videos. This is i7 Tech, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.